Good day, great day, and grand day to you all. Welcome back on another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Hi, everyone. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about expectations. And I'm finding, and I have found, that when we have expectations on others, whether it's your family member, mother, father, sibling, someone on your job, a colleague, a supervisor, a child, a best friend, when we have these expectations of others unbeknown to them, and those expectations are not met, we oftentimes, if not all the times, are hurt, and we're hurt deeply. I want to talk to you a little bit about expectations as it pertains to having a partner, a boyfriend, a husband, a girlfriend, a wife, a partner. I want to talk to that perspective, and perhaps I may be able to expand further on that, either in this session or in another discussion on Dr. TSA Series. But you as an individual, or myself as an individual, or your partner as an individual, we all have ideas that we want to uphold, or we all have most people have plans, goals, skills, ideas of where they want their lives to be. And so one of the things you want to bear in mind is my expectation for you, if is unknown, can't be brought about or can't come to fruition. I'm always hearing people in relationships talk about, well, I expected him to be this, that, or the other. I expected her to be this, that, or the other. And the person on the receiving end has no idea that this is the expectation of their partner. And when these expectations are not discussed, or when you're having a lot of this self-talk internally within your head, and it's not discussed on the table, then a lot can go wrong, and a lot has gone wrong. The highest and best approach when it comes to wanting the best for an individual is hoping and knowing, not so much the hoping, but you knowing your partner enough to be able to know that that individual has the highest regard for themselves, and therefore based on their track record and how they've lived their lives, that this is something that they're liable to do, as opposed to me putting my expectations of you on you without having this discussion with you. And that is the issue that many people in life endure. You have your own expectations in your mind as to how you want your partner to behave, but if they haven't shown you that this is who they are, or if you haven't had a discussion with them about the faults or some of the places in their lives that you've noticed that they fell short on, and then have a discussion on that, and then hopefully build from there. If that discussion is not being had, it's not going to happen. Now, I want to kind of divert a little bit, and when I talk about having the expectation because you know that this is something your partner has already demonstrated, versus wanting to change them, versus, oh, I don't like this about them, I'm going to help them to change. It's different, very different. And I want to make this point right here, and I think it's a very I feel it's a very powerful point that I'm about to make. When you're going on a job interview, one of the first things that you have to present or has already been previously presented is your resume. And you get an interview based on what's on your resume. Your resume entails all of the items or the events or the tasks or the positions that you've already had. Not positions that you think you'll be good at. Not potentials. Your resume doesn't have your potentials. It has your previous tasks. So you're getting hired on the position by the previous tasks that you so-called have completed or endured positively with the best qualities or with the best intentions. You have on your resume the work that you've done in the past. You have on your curriculum vitae the work, the research that you've already done, not your potential. So you are hired based on the work that you've done 99.9% of the time, not on your potential. So we're in relationships. You're at that crossroad where you're about to make a decision as to whether or not you want to engage in this relationship. We're not talking about your expectations. We're talking about what this individual has and has done that you know for sure 95% of the time will continue because this is who they have shown themselves to be, not their potentials. We often make decisions when it comes to our partners based on their potential. And by making a decision based on that, we're shooting ourselves in the foot from the beginning. The relationship is already on a trajectory of difficulty because we've made a decision based on potential, not based on who the person is, how they've shown themselves to be, not by their track record. And so, going back to expectations, if you have expectations rooted in potentialities, you're in for a very difficult road in your relationship because you haven't taken the resume of the individual and based your understanding of that person on who they are rather than who you would like them to be. A man and a woman do not lie when they show you who they are. I always tell people that children don't listen to what you say. They listen to who you've become. If you're listening to your partner based on who they've become, and you make a decision, a well thought out decision based on that, your success rates are higher than making a decision on or based on the potential or what they say. We all know, and we've been there, that a man or a woman can say whatever it is they want to say, but their behavior never lies. Are you making a decision based on what you know the person to be, what they've shown or how they've shown up for themselves? Or are you making a decision based on potentials, based on your expectations? That is the question that you want to ask yourself. And perhaps I'll follow up on another segment of expectations on Dr. TSA Series. I hope that was helpful. Thank you all for watching and listening. Remember, you are loved. Mwah. Namaste. Bye. And there you have it on another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Thank you once again all for watching. Remember to click that thumbs up and subscribe. Also, remember you're loved. Namaste.